I'm getting married, you guys. I am getting married. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Eliana here, and I am so excited that you're here with me today. Today I'm going to actually be working on a wedding binder. I'm gonna do it myself. I've seen a lot of binders out there when it comes to like wedding planners, and I'm just not convinced. I'm not sold. And if you know me, I'm a little bit of a DIY queen anyway. I like to do things myself. I'm a crafter, I'm creative and all that stuff. So I just figured I'll make it more personable and I will make my wedding planner myself. So I did pick up a couple of things the other day at Walmart, but I did forget a couple of things, or maybe they just didn't have it. But either way, I have to make a quick run. I'm gonna go to Walmart and to the dollar store. Hopefully they have things, Michael's, you know. I'm about to go on a mini run and go pick up a couple more things that I need. And then we're gonna go ahead and sit down, chit chat, and put this binder together. So I'm so excited. If you're interested in watching and catching up on some tea with me, stay tuned. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button, because if you're here and you've been here and you have not subscribed, boo, you're gonna miss out on this future content. But if you like what you see by the end of this video and you want to rock with me, hit that subscribe button too. But yeah, let's go. I'm about to go in the car. I'm about to make this quick run, and then we'll sit down and talk all things wedding. All right, let's do this. Okay, so I'm in the car. I'm over here trying to adjust my seat because I'm using Bay's car right now. He went to his mom's house with the kids because he has a little project he's working on over there. And yeah, and it gives me a little bit of a break so that I could just catch up on some things I needed to do. But yeah, I'm like adjusting the seat because yeah, the struggle, the short girl struggle. But look at my shirt, y'all. It says fiance, period. Fiance. Listen, y'all better let me live, because I'm only gonna be a fiance once, okay? So I made this shirt. As you guys know, I have a small business called Raising the Bar Custom. So if you didn't know that, go follow me on Instagram. But I customize shirts and apparel and accessories. And so yeah, this shirt today is brought to you by Raising the Bar Customs, yours truly. So let's start this car and let's do this. Okay, you guys, so we got all of our materials here. We have the binder, we have a hole puncher, we have some more dividers. I don't know why. We'll see if I even need all these dividers, honestly. And then I also got these free printables. So let me tell you about where I got these from real quick. I'm gonna leave the link in the description box, of course, but I just randomly typed in Google one day wedding planning binder templates, and a whole bunch of printables and things came up. Now, where I got these from, it's called Shari's Berries. It comes with a cover page, timeline and checklist, budget, inspiration board, key dates calendar, guest list, venue and vendor information, registry, attire, wedding party, honeymoon, and notes. It's completely free. I mean, they're beautiful. Like, let me show you guys. I love the greenery, you know, just nature. I love the design. So that was the wedding planner. See, registry, honeymoon. So as you can see, it's super straight to the point. I didn't want anything too crazy. But we're gonna put this binder together. That way everything is organized. I'm getting married, you guys. I am getting married. I'm a whole fiance, y'all. I'm a fiance. So I need some organization in my life. I'm a true Virgo. I'm a perfectionist to the T. I hate that about myself, but I also love it about myself. So I just need organization in my life so that I don't go crazy. I'm going to try and share as much of this journey, this wedding planning journey with you guys. Of course, some things I'm going to keep behind the scenes because until everything comes together, you know. I'm not going to show all of it, but I'm going to try and share as much of this journey as possible with you guys. I am so excited. We already have a date, you guys. So we have a date. We have a venue. Now, your girl, let me be straightforward with you guys. Like, I'm going to start working on this, but we're going to have a little chit chat. So Jose Beachy, he proposed in December. He proposed for Christmas. So the night of Christmas Eve, the kids were all like opening up their gifts. Well, honestly, I take that back. So we told the kids that they could all open up one Christmas gift, just one. And so they all picked one Christmas gift to open up and stuff like that. So I was over there like recording the Christmas vlog, the family vlog that I recorded. And so they all opened their gift. And then Jose comes up to me, which I honestly call him Beachy. We all do. So he has many names, bae, fiance, all of that. But let me stop being so extra. So he comes up to me. He's like, so you're not going to open your gift? I was like, my gift? Like, no, I'm going to just wait till tomorrow. And he was like, no, you can open one gift tonight. Why isn't this going in? Hold on, y'all. Like, I cannot. I'm going to have to either cut this down a bit, but I'm not sure. Like, this is 8.5 by 11. Oh, okay. Nice and straight down. Hold on. I don't want to bend it or make it all ugly. Okay, that looks good. Cool, cool. There goes the cover. Okay, so what was I saying? Okay, so he tells me, he goes, so you're not gonna open one of your gifts? Like, why don't you open one of your gifts? I was like, okay. So I'm walking towards like the area where the Christmas tree is at my mother-in-law's house, at his mom's house. And I sit down and he brings me a gift. But it's like a dozen flowers, like a dozen roses, right? It's like this big vase. It's been sitting there the whole time, but I'm thinking like those are his mom's flowers. Like, I'm not over here thinking anything of it, right? So he hands me this vase of flowers. They're beautiful. Like, he knows that I love roses. So he got me a bouquet of roses, and it had like 11 roses on it. And I remember because he had, he told me, he was like, count the roses. So I'm counting them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And I'm counting the roses, and I'm like, I get to 11 and I'm like, okay, like, I'm still like, okay, like, what's happening kind of thing. And then I'm like, 11, like, I'm over here trying to think of the meaning, like 11 roses, 11 years we've been together, all this stuff, right? Like, I overthink everything. So he goes something along the lines like, yeah, there's one missing, right? And I was like, yeah, you're right, like, I guess. So he tells my son, he tells Giannis to go to the other room and to go get the rose. He was like, oh, mommy's missing a rose, can you go get it? So Giannis goes to the other room. I'm here just standing like, okay, what the heck? So he brings me the rose. My son brings me the rose, and he's like, here, mommy. So I get the rose, and I'm looking at him like, okay, like, what's next? So he's looking at me, and he's kind of like smiling. And he's like, so do you notice anything? I'm like, no. And he's like, look at the rose. So I'm looking at this rose and it looks completely like a regular rose. So he shows me that there's like a little tab in the rose. And I was like, oh my God. So at that point, I think that's when it was beginning to settle in. And I'm like, oh my God, oh my God. We have his little nephews and nieces all around us. We have Giannis, our son, there. Gisele had just gone to sleep because, again, this is midnight. So we have put her down. And it was just his brother, his brother's wife, him, his nephews, nieces, Giannis, and his mom. So anyway, I'm looking around at everybody and I'm like, oh my God, I'm getting nervous, I'm getting nervous, I'm getting nervous. So it's like beginning to hit me that something is happening. Like Beachy does not do all this extra stuff. Like he does not. So I pull the little tab on the rose. And when I pulled the tab open, you guys, it was so beautiful. Like I pulled the little tab on that rose and it opened up and there was like light shining on my ring. It was just so beautiful. Like, it was so nice. And then the fact that my son was a part of all that, like it was just gorgeous. Everything was amazing. Beachy got down on one knee and, you know, he was just like, I forgot exactly what he said, honestly. But he basically asked me to marry him. And I was just like, oh my God, this is really happening. So like I begin to tear up a little bit, but at the same time, like I'm over here laughing because his brother is a hot mess. Like my brother-in-law is crazy. So he's behind me with all this commentary like, about time or something he said, like, oh, you know you've been wanting to be a Taurus or something he said. And I'm over here cracking up. Like if I show y'all the video, you'll see me cracking up because it's something he said. And yeah, like, so that's how it went down. And I was like, of course I want to marry you. What you mean, boo? But anyway, that's how he proposed, you guys. Like he proposed in front of his family, in front of my son. It was just so beautiful. Like that's what I live for, the moments like that. Like I don't need this over the top, you know, I don't need all the extra stuff. Like it was a very intimate moment. He chose to share it with our family and it was perfect. Like my ring is perfect. Like, oh, look at that. It's so beautiful. Hold on. My ring is perfect. Everything just went so beautiful. And that night, I could barely go to sleep because I was just so excited. I kept just looking at him and just smiling. And he knew he made my night. He made my entire year by just asking me to marry him. I've been kind of like, January came around, New Year's and stuff, and I honestly didn't really begin thinking about the wedding or anything like that, like in terms of what we were going to do right away, because I just wanted to be present and savor the moment, you know what I mean? Like, I just didn't want to overwhelm myself so soon. Here we are, it's February, and I've gotten so much done from January to February. Like in the beginning of January, I really wasn't, you know, looking to start planning. Like I just wanted, like I said, to take in the moment. But by mid-January, I was like, okay, we need to figure this out. Where are we gonna get married? So many thoughts came to mind, like, do we elope? Do we get married in Savannah, that's where we live? Do we do a destination wedding? All these things, right? So I just started just looking at prices and all that stuff. And honestly, like, as soon as I looked at prices, I'm not gonna lie, I got scared, y'all. Like, anything that has the word wedding in front of it is just crazy. It's crazy. Like, the prices out here are ridiculous. If you want a wedding photographer, crazy. If you want a wedding dress, crazy. If you want a wedding planner, crazy. If you want a wedding, any kind of wedding, you're gonna spend some money. So I'm not gonna lie, like at first I was just like, do you want to just go to the courthouse and call it a day, because this is already a lot. So I'm not gonna lie, like that was one of the first thoughts. We were just like, let's just go to the courthouse and let's just do it, like whatever. But then a part of me was just like, I want my mom to be there. I want his mom to be a part of it. Like, I want our kids to be a part of this moment. It's a huge moment. Like, I don't intend on getting married ever again in my life. So at the end of the day, like, I want those really special people to be a part of it. So that's why we started to think about the whole elopement thing, right? And then when we looked into the elopement stuff, we almost settled for that. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, it sounded perfect. But then we were looking at like an elopement package that consisted of like 10 guests, 20 guests, stuff like that. That way we could still have like our immediate family members there with us. And those were cool and everything, but a part of me still was like, okay, if we're gonna do an elopement or whatever, like, I want to celebrate with all the other people who didn't get a chance to go to the actual wedding ceremony. So we started looking around for venues, like wedding venue. The word wedding is what I'm telling you. Like, anything with wedding in front of it is going to cost you money. And like, Savannah apparently is a destination haven for weddings. And I don't blame them. Like, it's a beautiful, beautiful city. It's historic. Like, it's just gorgeous, especially like in the spring, in the summer. I mean, even in the winter, people come to Savannah to get married. It's just a whole vibe, for real, for real. Venues out here, you guys, for a wedding, they were like $4,000 minimum. And so I was like, yo, like, I'm not trying to spend all that money on just the place. Like, this is a once in a lifetime thing, right? But I'm also not trying to go broke, trying to like do this and make this happen. Like, we got 2 children, we got a house, we got 2 cars, like, we have bills, like real bills. And I mean, we're not the type of people to go into debt just for one day, for literally not even a day, for a couple hours. So we literally agreed. We were like, all right, if we're going to have some kind of celebration, I don't know, we're going to have to look at where, because these venues, they trying to charge us $4,000 minimum, and they don't even have tables and chairs that come with the place. Like, excuse me? I know we're in Savannah and it's a beautiful city and everything. I love it because this is where me and him met. So obviously there's our story, but no. So we have just been looking and looking and looking. And, at the end of the day, we were like, okay, we're going to get married. Something very intimate, me and him. We'll just go down to the courthouse, make it happen sometime later this year. But we still are going to celebrate with our family. We definitely want that. And if that entails spending money, we are just not going to spend it on 4 hours. Like, we're not about to spend that kind of money on a wedding day for 4 hours or 5 hours. Like, that's just not going to happen. So we kept looking at our options, and we decided to have a destination wedding, for the simple fact that One, a lot of times, like destination weddings, make it a more intimate feel anyway, because let's be honest, not everybody's about to pack their stuff, take time off, travel to wherever you want to go to have your wedding, and be there. Sometimes having a destination wedding alone, just that will cut your wedding guest list in half, right? So we thought about that. And then we were like, okay, so that's one thing. It's going to feel very intimate because not everybody and their mother is going to want to go or can go sometimes. That's one. Two, we'd be able to have like a wedding weekend or, a mini family vacation at this point. Like, it doesn't have to be over in 4 hours. It doesn't have to be a ceremony, a reception of 3-4 hours, and then that's it. Like, no. So we decided on a destination wedding, and I'm not going to tell you where yet, but we decided on a destination wedding because we were like, okay, if it's going to involve us spending money, let's make it worth it. We're going to be on vacation. We're going to be in paradise. Like, not just vacation. We're going to be getting married in paradise. And it's going to be intimate because not everybody's going to follow us to wherever it is that we're going to get married to watch us get married and celebrate us. And then also destination weddings are said, to be a little bit more inexpensive than your typical wedding that you have here in the States. And I mean, just by the looks of a wedding venue and like just the little details that I looked up, now I know why the average wedding costs about $30,000 minimum. Minimum $30,000. And we're not doing that. We're just not. So we're like, okay, we're going to go get married downtown at the courthouse sometime this year. And then we'll celebrate with our family and do like a symbolic wedding somewhere in paradise next year. And that's how we'll celebrate. I'm just happy that we're here and that we're going to be celebrating with those who really, really love us, who have poured into us, who have rooted us on. Because, I mean, this journey has not been peaches and cream. It has not been easy. 11 years together, but it's been hard. Like, there have been moments where we have almost called it quits. There's been a lot of changes personally between us as a couple, individually. There's just been a lot of things over the last 11 years that could have broken us apart, but instead have brought us together. And then, we have our beautiful kids that, like some people get married and then they have babies. Well, we're not your traditional couple. And who cares if we've done things a little backwards? Because in my book, we're not traditional. And we've always been grounded on just building a strong foundation. And to us, that supersedes a lot of what other people find important. And God knows what he's been doing with us, honestly. Like, we've kept our faith in the center of our relationship. We're not super religious. We're not traditional at all. But at the end of the day, we love each other. We've always respected each other. We've grown individually and as a couple. We've supported one another, whether it be like mentally, emotionally, physically, like financially. We've been there for one another. There have been moments where, we've lost people that are really important to us, and we've been there for one another. Having our beautiful babies be a part of this is just going to be the icing on top. Like, not many people get to experience that. So I'm excited. Like, Gigi, my baby girl, is going to be our flower girl. My handsome son, Giannis, he's going to be our ring bearer. And they get to be a part of this special moment for us and for our family. And What more can I ask for, right? But yeah, like that's pretty much where we're at right now in terms of the planning process. We still have a ways to go, which is why I was like, okay, I need to get a wedding binder, because at this point I need to start getting everything organized. So real quick, let me show you what I came up with. This is just obviously a rough draft. In my next video, because I do intend on like I said, documenting a little bit of this wedding journey with you guys, for you guys. So I'm going to show you guys in the future what I put in there as we go. But let me just show you guys what it looks like so far. All right, so here's the binder. I put in the cover sheet. I'm going to get a pencil pouch for like sticky notes, pens, you know, stuff like that. Little stationery things that I can stick in there. This is the registry tab where I'll put like information for the registry. This is the honeymoon tab. This is the attire tab. This is the checklist and timeline. So here I'll put in like any printables from the knot, from wedding wire, stuff like that. But it already came with one. So let me show you guys what that looks like. See, 1 month before, 2 weeks before, 6 months before, 4 months before, 2 months before. So I actually have to put them in order from 12 to 1. So I actually did that backwards, but I'll fix it. Then I have the budget planner. So as you can see, all the things there. That way I can kind of budget, estimate, write down how much I actually spent, and make some notes to myself. I have my vision board planner. So like here, I can cut any pictures from like magazines or Pinterest or whatever, and put like my vision for my dress, for my flower, for my stationery, for my decorations, stuff like that. I have the calendar section for key dates. So I'll be like putting January, February, March, April, you know, and then I'll be filling it in with important dates. Here's the guest list tab. So I love this because I can put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 names and their information. So like the fact that I sent the save the date, I could check that off. When I send the invite, their RSVP status, and when I send them their thank you card. I can also write down their address, their phone number, and how many people that person is bringing. So I love that. That way when it's time to just send out my save the dates or thank you cards or invites, I have all of their information already here. And this is for the vendor and venue information. Very important tab. So see here, I have the wedding planner, which right now I actually have a wedding coordinator that I've been in contact with at the resort. So not really a planner, but a coordinator. Cake, entertainment, photographer, venue management, officiant, florist, caterer, and the bridal store. So that's that. If I want to like do a bridal shower or any kind of bachelorette, any other things, I'm going to definitely add tabs to this. So I have extra tabs here. But that's it. That's my wedding planning binder. So I love it, love it, love it.